Hi guys, I hope you all are fine. Today I want to teach you about the Jenkins dynamic cluster. In my previous video I have told you about the static one where we have add the static node permanently in Jenkins cluster. So whenever we want to run the job from the Jenkins to our slave node, so it will be run on my slave node, and that node is permanently added here. So you can go on my previous video of the static cluster in Jenkins. So here I want to I will go with the dynamic one. So why we need the dynamic one? So whenever we need a node where it's not a permanently edit, but whenever we want to run a such job that is run to be on my slave node, so it that node it would be automatically created here, and then my job will be run on that node, and after once my job is completed, that node will be goes on. It will not be added here permanently. So this is the dynamic one. So for the dynamic one, why my scenario is like that. My Jenkins will run a job on my slave node, which that would be a created here or dynamically via my jobs, and the node will be added here, and in that node I will run a container, Docker container, and in that Docker container I will run my job parameters from my Jenkins. So let's make the connectivity from my Jenkins to my slave node, which would that will be added here. So my Jenkins can uh, create the container on my dead node, on my on my slave node or my dynamic node. So for that, let's it's my you can say uh, it's my uh, it's my cloud node, or it's my slave node. That node it would be added here, and here I will launch a container. So for container uh, uh, s- uh, we have to here services like Docker. So let's see the Docker is running or not. So let's say Docker is running here. So for Docker is running here, and any Docker no Docker running here. So let's check on my Jenkins server. So in my Jenkins server, we have there is no socket run on my Jenkins server. Let's check the services of Jenkins. So I am checking here. Sorry, system, system city. So you can say there is no job is running. So that's why my so there is no Docker service running. Sorry. So Docker, yes. So there is no Docker running. So we make the connectivity, internet connectivity or network connectivity from my Jenkins, that my Jenkins can run this command here, but it will show the parameters, or it will show the output of my node cloud, that is this one. So let's from here we have to change something to uh, make this server network connectivity on over the internet or over the environment. So we have to some changes in Docker services. So we for that we have to just go in this file. We make the connectivity here. I have already, so you can just comment this one and add this one, this line. So it will add the TCP. It will create a network connectivity on any IP come on the this port on my this Jenkins on my this Docker services. So let's do it. So just save it. and reload the daemon. I believe I have to reload the daemon. Then we will go with the service restart. So uh, service restart done. Now we have to make a connection or tell to the our this Jenkins server, then your Docker server is running on this IP on the port of 4243 we have added there. So for that you have to add here Docker host. So where will be your host, Docker host? So I added here, and for that it's a shell command. So we have to export this variable, make it environmental variable. So now it's make environmental variable. So whenever my Docker PS run, it will go on this Docker host. So it will check the my Docker services or my Docker host is this one. So let's check the Docker PS configure is working or not, or it may again show our error. So you can see now the Docker service is running. It's not running here. It's running on my this cloud server, this one. So we will check it. I will. So this is the first step. We have to connect, make the connectivity. So after that we will go on the Jenkins. In Jenkins we will first of all we have to add some plugins uh, in order to make the run our job perfectly as dynamically. So for you have to add some plugins before do the setup. So I have already installed in my service server. So you have to add some plugins over here. So this what one is that yet another Docker plugin and another one is the Docker one. So it may be upon uh, Docker. Yes, this is one Docker plugin. So once you added it, so restart your service or restart your Docker. So come on the manage Jenkins, and then we will go add a node dynamically. So how to for static we have to go on the new node, but we are going to be added here dynamically. So it will create it dynamically. So we will go for the configure cloud. So once you come here, I have already configured here. So you have to just first of all create Docker, select the Docker one, then create the Docker uh, parameters here, the Docker URI, Docker host. So we have to tell our Jenkins where is your Docker host. So I have already made the connection on this one. So just test it. So you can see it's now come up here 19.0. So it's come up the output from here and see on my Jenkins server. So you have to enable this Docker. Yes, we will enable it. After that, we will configure the Docker agent template. So go on the Docker template agents. I have already created or make it for you guys. Labels one, it will be same as it is we have created on my static one, and we will go enable this template one. Name, it would be any, you can put it here. And the Docker image, the Docker image is where you have to pull your images. I have created my image which is supported SSH. You can go on my hub.docker and go on my this image Fayaz Linux. You just check it here. You can see here that Fayaz Linux is here. So you can just go on particular tab one. So you can just copy this command, or you can copy this my Docker image and put it here. So it will be pull the image from my Docker registry, and remote file system, remote files root. So it's the same one where you have to download your output of your once the job is running. So it's like a workspace, you can say. and the usage, the as much as same as it is, same we have did in static one, and we will go the connection method via SSH. So I have created the credential here, configured use SSH root, and no verification is provided here. So that's all, and I have changed the port on my server. So just I have given the 2222 because of security reason. So you can change it or you can make it by default on 22. So just apply and save it. And now we will make a job. I have already done it. So for dynamic one, you can see we will go on the configure one we have created here. You can create it same as it is. I am going on. So here is you can see the restrict where this project can be run. So I have given the label where I have uh, put the in labels in my when I am going to be the configure of Docker template added templates, labels, these labels. So put it here, same label here, send, and I will go on the simple slip command. So I want to just run slip command on my dynamic cluster as my needed. So let's see it will work or not. So come here, and I want to show you live one. So let's go on this node. So here will be come the edge, uh, dynamic node, slave node, where my this job will be run, my dynamic job will be run, because we have created this job. So this job is particular. go on my Go on my configure cloud, and then run the docker over there and create or run my job over there, which is sleep. I have just execute the sleep 120 second for that. So let's go for it. So now I am going to build here. So it's now building, I believe. Let me refresh it. You can see the dynamic is created launching the dot. You can see it's automatically created. So let's check it's created or not. Yes, it's created dynamic. You can see the node automatically created this one. And then we will go on the logs as well, console output. You can see the slip 21 is running. We are building remote, and this is the my docker image name, and my label name and workspace is over there. And where is running this on this docker. So let's see, let me check here docker. Yes, yeah, previously it's not created here, so it's created automatically. You can see this is the and where is created, it is created originally here on my this is my slave node, this is my cloud node, which is added on my Jenkins here. So you can see it's added successfully. You can see the 11 point GB. It's some full node it added here, and it's a slave node. So once the job is completed, so it will automatically destroy it. So let's see it will work or not. It will be uh, ended. Once the job is ended, my dynamic add job is a executor is still running. So I have 120 second to sleep this job. So just we can create any command, we can write any command over there. So it will be run my uh, on my docker. That is, this is one, this is one. So it's create on my this image, okay, on my this port I have already created here. So you can see it's still going on. Its job is finished. So once I've job my is finished, it's destroy, it's automatically goes on, come automatically dynamically run that job, complete their task, and destroy. So this is the dynamic Jenkins cluster. you can say. Previously I have told you and show you the static one, so I hope you guys understand, and this is so powerful one, so good. So you have to go for it and test it and do it your task as much as you can as per your requirement. So I hope uh, you like this video, and if you have faced any problem, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you thank you so much guys for watching this video. Thanks, bye.